camera 2. How do we look on camera 2?
Your head's cut off.
So let's adjust it. There. I'm kind of tall. So.
Let me tell the
Is that too much?
You're both in the camera now.
Okay. Welcome, Lion Nation, to tonight's broadcast. Did you start the stream? Okay, it started. Oh, I started it earlier. We've had a good start to the 2025 season. We want to welcome you to AC Bible Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Leander Lions and the Pflugerville Panthers. The visiting Pflugerville Panthers came, or actually Leander paid a visit to them last year and lost in the opener. But you had some stats about this rivalry over the years, and go ahead and give that to. But before we do that, let me just clear up something real quick. We had a catastrophic equipment failure at the podcast on Monday. I want to specifically apologize to Mason Montgomery, his family, Tyler Mormon and his family, Coach Cormier and his family. I've done everything I can to recover the recording, but it was corrupted, and all I get is crowd kind of B-roll footage. And so I'm going to offer Coach Price to redo that podcast if he wants to on one of the opening Mondays. And I just want to apologize. That's why if you go to the page, that video is clicked as private. Now back to the rivalry. Yeah. Frank, I'm sorry I had to get that off my chest.
No, it's okay. So this is one of the longest rivalries in Central Texas. This happened in 1937, which was the same year that Big Red was made. A lot of things have, since 1937, we've had the World War II and the moon landing. Pflugerville leads 36-30-2 in the overall series, but in the last 21 years, Leander is 12-9, and the last 5 years, Leander is 3-2. So we still got the upper hand. But last game, Mr. Cole Taylor, he had 297 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown. So the key to tonight's game is shutting him down.
Well, and if you remember, we had a pregame interview last year with Coach Gideon, one of the former Lion head coaches that had the pleasure of coaching you over the years, and his job now as a college scout. And we did that pregame interview, which is still on SHN Sports if you want to go look at it. And then after that, he had to leave to go watch a Pflugerville game to do an assessment of Cole Taylor, Pflugerville's quarterback.
Yeah, Coach stays busy. He's always been at it. He's been in the Central Texas program for a long time, and it was great being coached by him. But tonight's going to be a tough fight against the Pflugerville Panthers over here.
So let's go on ahead and look at the district standings from last season. You see that Leander, are we having a little trouble, Juan? Let me get over there real quick. Hold on.
Hey, but we had that Georgetown game, though, and we got them pretty good. They had a big running back, and he's returning this year. So Leander Lions got a big plate to eat off of dealing with that offense right there. But hearing from Coach Bailey last year, they was able to key in on them pretty good. And then Coach Bailey retired this year. It was kind of sad to see. You know, didn't know what you have as a coach until he was gone. I started talking to him during a scrimmage, and what a Central Texas gem he is. I mean, he's just he just knows everybody. He used to coach our RG3. He was his track coach back in the day. I mean, he knows everybody. He was recruited the same year Emmett Smith was being recruited. And here's a fun fact. I didn't know Coach Bailey ran a 4.340.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
So here are the standings from last year's Division 1 8-5A district play. As you can see there, Georgetown 6-1 at the top of district. That one lone loss to your Lions. Lake Belton and Cedar Park tied for second with Rouse. And they made up the postseason roster for this district, and then tied there in just out of the playoff contention was Eastview and Leander, followed by Glenn and Chaparral. So going ahead and shut that graphic down there, Juan, and let's look at the upcoming games. Besides tonight's game against Pflugerville, the Lions will take on the Hawks of Hendrickson on next Thursday. So it's another Thursday game. That one also here at AC Bible. And then on September 12th, that's a Friday night, we'll be headed to Del Valley. That's going to be a long drive, so we'll have to probably take some time off from work, at least in my case. And then on the 26th, the Lions will start district play with that same district champ from last year, the Georgetown Eagles, and they're returning a lot of starters. Juan, if you'll shut that graphic down and go to tonight's game, the area matchup graphics. You got to shut that one down, yeah. So we got Round Rock Stony Point is paying a visit to Eastview. Harker Heights is paying a visit to Cedar Park tonight. Lake Belton takes on A&M Consolidated. They're rated 10 in the state. Killeen and Vista Ridge at 7. That's at Vista. Gupton. Georgetown will pay a visit to Victoria East, and Lehman also takes on Chaparral. In the second grouping, you guys hit that one. Yeah, there you go. Is Medina Valley versus Glenn. Rouse takes on Pflugerville Conley. The number 6 Vandergrift Vipers takes on Dripping Springs. Cibolo Steel, number 20, takes on number 15 Liberty Hill at Liberty Hill. That should be a good game. Burnett taking on Lago Vista. Lago Vista ranked 25th in the state there in 4A. And so if you'll just go back to the camera, Juan, we'll be underway shortly. Game time is about 10 minutes away. So I'm going to take my headset off and move back in front of the camera. Hold on. Sorry about that, and we're having a little bit of dusk issue, so you kind of see our silhouette. It's not really bright enough in here. We do have lights, but I guess next time we're going to have to move them closer to the facilities. Go ahead and give us a ghost story there, Frank.
The Lions beat down the Panthers, and it was brutal.
It was ugly. Yellow buses were burned and everything.
That's it. Them yellow dogs were on fire.
Yeah, well, and if you don't know that story, go back and watch the Coach Gideon interview, and you'll hear the story of the yellow buses, and it's a little historical in nature. We do not have a crowd mic in this stadium still. This is like the third year in a row that they've failed to repair that. We do have a speaker in this room, which we will turn on, and it'll pick up the PA. But in terms of crowd noise, that's going to be minimal at best, and we apologize for that, and we're sorry if it sounds like we're sitting in a locker room or a bathroom doing this broadcast. We're not. We're in a press box. You can see the field behind us. So we'll turn the camera over to camera 1, which is Peter Casimir on that. And again, I want to thank Juan Alanis for his help in production, and Frank Rodriguez as well in his color commentary duties, bringing a lot of flavor to the broadcast. And again, if you're just tuning in, we had issues on Monday. I believe those are resolved based on testing, and we're hopeful to get another opportunity out at Daddy's Chicken. Now, I do want to mention the booster sponsors. I'm going to have to locate that if you'll give me a second here. I am not organized for this game.
It's a little off. It's a Thursday game. We're used to Friday nights.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on here that I'm missing. So let me locate it. I'm not really sure. Let's see if they printed one out for me. That would even be better. I had intended to do that, and my day job prevented me from doing that. So let's see here. And there come the Pflugerville Panthers onto the field. Your Lions will be on the field shortly. Okay. Here we go on – oh, that's roster. I've been getting a lot of emails. Okay, here come the Lions coming through the run-through tunnel. Want to thank our gold sponsor. Should have known this one. RDZ Roofing, as well as Mercy Veterinary Hospital. Those are your gold sponsors. Silver sponsors are Mechanical Roofing and Exteriors, 7 Brew Coffee, and Raising Canes. The bronze sponsors include JT Reisdorf at State Farm, Austin Telco, Sisk Rob Incorporated, Texas State Optical, and then we have some Roll Pride sponsors, Plains Capital Bank. And our pregame podcast sponsors are Great American Cookies, Toyota of Cedar Park, Leander Veterinary Clinic, Daddy's Chicken Shack, Guaco Taco, Lucky Rabbit, and Mark O's Pizza. So thank you very much to our sponsors, and we will bring you all of the action tonight as long as the equipment gives us what we need. And right now it's gone from excellent to good connection. I'm going to assume it stays good at the very least.
We'll keep them gremlins away.
Yes. And so what you see now are the color guard, Leander's ROTC. What we need.
Now we all country the singing of the national anthem performed by the Legacy Show Choir under the direction of Francis Villegas.
Welcome back. That, of course, beautiful rendition of the national anthem. I did not catch, it was at the choir. It could have been Glee Club, I guess. But the Leander choir always pumping out excellent voices, and you heard that there. Good harmony and a celebration of a great country. I want to thank all of those that sacrificed in service to this nation. I want to thank you for that, and let you know that there will be on the upcoming schedule First Responders Night, and I believe that also includes Service Night. So that's against Hendrickson next week. Come out and celebrate your service. Coming out on the field as captains for the Leander Lions, number 13, Jackson Arnold, number 56, Connor Black, and it looks like that's a 70-something. Can you see that?
73.
73 is going to be Lane Bagby, your captains for the Lions. I'm going to pull up the roster I have. It's electronic. It's really unfortunate when the opponent doesn't print out the rosters.
They had one. They just gave one out to everybody.
Well, that's just it. It should be multiples, right? You should know. So they probably dug this out of somewhere. It may not even be accurate.
It's Texas football, baby.
So I don't see the Pflugerville Panthers numbers at this point, but we'll get a look.
We got number 0, and that's that Kashawn Ware.
Yeah, that's Keyshawn Ware.
He's a return
71 is one of the captains as well, and that's
Taylor.
Noah Tobar. Cole Taylor, of course, one of those captains. And I've spent so much energy trying to figure out who won the who the captains were. I didn't see who won the toss. Did you happen to see that?
It looks like Pflugerville did if we're getting the ball right now, unless Leander just elected to get the ball.
Yeah, they could. That is something that you might do to motivate your team. Like we're going to go after them. We're not worried about their defense. We'll take the ball. But again, I didn't see because I was too worried about locating my electronic Pflugerville roster that needs to be paper. I'm old school. I'm a dinosaur. I need paper, Frank. I need something to scribble on.
Right.
I got
doodle pad.
Draw my doodles.
Yeah, Pflugerville had won that one.
So number 84 for Pflugerville will be kicking off, and that is Sebastian Martinez Ortiz, a hyphenated last name. He's got a mama who is a very proud woman. And there's the kick. It's a short kick to about the 21-yard line, fielded by, it looks like number 17, which is Braxton Hernandez. He's a junior wide receiver on the roster. I think it was 17.
Yeah, that was him.
Okay, and so the Lions will get it up to about the 31-yard line for a 1st and 10. Again, we want to welcome you to tonight's broadcast and thank you for tuning in to SHN Sports, your home for Lions football. We'll have all kinds of information for you in tonight's game, but early in the season you're going to have to give us a little bit of grace as we're also working out the bugs. So at quarterback, Mason Montgomery for Leander. And that running back looks like it is there's a fake to that running back. Mason rolling out and gets an open man in the flat. Nice 2 feet inbounds. That's number 8 on the reception, Malachi Ramos.
And that was the composure we were talking about during the podcast. He has great composure. I mean, during the scrimmage, he could just sit there and he knows everything. He got eyes at the back of his head, I swear.
Yeah. You could tell he has a good presence in the pocket, a good understanding of bodies around him as they fall. He gets out of the way, and that was a nice effort. Kamarian Gordon, the running back, next to Montgomery in the backfield. We had 3 receivers at the top of the formation. One of those is the H-back. There's a snap. They're going to hand off to Gordon straight ahead. He breaks the first tackle. He's in the middle, midfield, 45. He's going to lunge to the Pflugerville 40 for a Lion 1st down and 10. 11:15 remaining here in the first. We're still early, but the Lions are putting together a little bit of a drive here as they get a couple of 1st downs.
I mean, that Gordon right there, he has another gear in him. He is a hard runner.
It's not evident, but it's deceptive.
Yeah.
You can see, it doesn't jump off the screen at you, but, man, he's good. And so he'll line up to the left of Montgomery, and they'll bring in motion number 2, Jaramillo. They're going to hand off to – no, it's going to be a keeper by Montgomery. He's up over the 30, 25. He cuts across the field at the 20, 15, 10, 5. He lunges forward. Touchdown.
There you go.
Lions. Mason Montgomery with a 30-yard scramble for a touchdown on the zone read. What do you think of that, Frank?
That's the old 1-2 combo right there. You get Monty set up, and then you give it to Gordon, and then here you go, Monty out the backside, 8-8 out the gate.
And that hole was huge on that backside. That was a great read by Mason Montgomery and an excellent athletic effort as he got into the secondary. Made some guys miss and ran over a guy as well.
That was great.
Point
right there.
after attempt is good, and that is Rene Rodriguez to be exact on that point after. And the Lions will take an early 7-0 lead here with 10:36 remaining. We'll take a quick moment to shout out the sponsors. Let me find them again. This is going to be hard because everything's electronic, Frank. I just don't know how I'm going to be doing this.
That's all right. I mean, that was great to see right there. Coach
really
Bailey calls
was.
him Monty. We're going to call him Monty. Old Monty over there. He had that spunk in him, and he was gone. I mean, great composure. I mean, what was that, 4 or 5 plays right there?
Yeah.
I mean, they make
it
it
an
look
excellent
easy.
drive. That's a good start to your season. And, a lot of times the butterflies and those kinds of things, you can end up a little behind the chains as you open your season. We didn't see that there.
No,
the Lions look very confident offensively. Let's see what the defense can do against a pretty good Pflugerville offense, as we were told by Tyler Moorman in Monday's podcast that you can't see because of the corrupted recording, but he did indicate that they almost exclusively put the ball in the air. So we'll see if the Lions can get some pressure on Cole Taylor. Cole Taylor is a good pocket quarterback. He's not necessarily a scrambler, but he can get out and move with the pocket and make pretty good throws. So we'll see what the Lions have in store for the very experienced Cole Taylor, who his dad happens to be the head coach there at Pflugerville. Rodriguez with a nice boot, and that's going to be about midway into the end zone and bounce out of the back of the end zone for a touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pflugerville Panthers with 10:36 remaining. No time off the clock because nobody touched the ball. That's Rene Rodriguez, an actual weapon at the kicking position. He had an older brother that did it for a few years for the Lions as well. We want to mention RDZ Roofing again and Mercy Veterinary Hospital. These are the sponsors that stepped out big as gold sponsors. You're going to hear their names quite frequently throughout the season, and I can attest for RDZ Roofing because I've used their service and it's excellent. So here's the snap to Taylor. Taylor with a fake, throws it out in the flat, has a block at the 30. I didn't see who that receiver was. Looks like it's going to be number 12 for Pflugerville, which is Perkins. No, that's Breland Hill, according to my roster. But then again, the PA may have a better roster than me, or maybe he didn't actually see.
Well, we got the same roster. I took a picture of his.
Boy, Cole Taylor is huge in that backfield next to that small running back, Angel Fabian. Fabian has got some wheels if he's back in the backfield for the Pflugerville Panthers. Cole Taylor looking like he's standing about 6'4", 6'5", easy. There's a snap. Taylor looking to his right, has a man open, and gets behind the secondary. He's able to break a tackle. He's at the 30, and he's going to get ridden down inside the 25-yard line. They're going to put it at the 21. I didn't get a number on that.
Number 5, that was Liam Nelson right there with the tackle.
So that was
Liam
receiver,
Walters.
The receiver was Jones for Pflugerville. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Cole Taylor and the Panthers as they trail 7-0. This looks like it might be a shootout. I mean, it's hard to tell this early, Frank, but excellent job by both offenses so far. It looks like we got either motion or an offsides penalty as the nose came across and knocked the center on his tail. They are going to call an offsides against the Lions, and that's against number 53, Tristan Nasapak. And he suddenly became one of my favorite players. He's wearing my number 5'3", who I wore, and this is going to date me because of Bob Brickhands Bruning. And if you're not old and you don't know who that is, you got to look it up. Cole Taylor with Fabian in the backfield just to the right of Taylor. Has 3 receivers here on the wide side of the formation. Fake to Taylor. And there's a blitz and a slant. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 2, Aiden Smart.
That was great pressure by Liam Walters right there. He came out there, got in his face, and made him rush that throw just a little bit.
He did, and it caused the throw to be high. So made it a difficult attempt for that was number – who was it? It was Smart, number 2.
Hey, but so far, Mormon's been right. It's been nothing but passes so far. I haven't seen a rush yet.
They haven't run the ball yet. Fabian, the running back, next to Taylor. He's just to his left. There's the snap. They are going to run it this time to Fabian. He's breaking a tackle, and he's able to get inside the 10 to about the 8. Kind of looked like a running back for Arizona State last year, Scattaboo.
Oh, Scattaboo, yeah.
And not just because he's wearing 4, but he's low to the ground and ran with a little bit of power too. So it'll be 1st and goal, ball on the 8 for the Pflugerville Panthers. Lions with their back against the goal line here. Looking on the defense to try to get a stop here, force a field goal attempt or something. I'm not sure Pflugerville has an effective kicker. Some years they have okay kickers, other years not so much. So Fabian just to the right of Cole Taylor, man in motion. There's the snap, and they're going to follow Fabian on the right with a keeper. Taylor able to lunge forward to about the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from there. Pflugerville decides not to huddle, so they're back up on the line of scrimmage here this close inside the goal line. It seemed like you might want to break a huddle here, but no. We'll see if they even get under center. A lot of teams don't do that anymore, even close to the goal line.
And that was a great job by Liam Walters right there, but not letting him get to the outside right there.
He cut off his angle to the cone. So Fabian, again, the running back to the left of Taylor. They're going to bring a man in motion. That's number 14, Pinson.
There he is.
They hand off to Fabian ahead, and he's going to get about a yard.
And there's Liam Walters with the tackle right there.
Racking them up.
Got him.
So it is now 3rd and goal. The ball is I said the 2, but it's about the 1, maybe 1.5 yard line, depending on which end of the football you're looking at, really. 7-17 and counting here in the first quarter. Lions on top, 7-0. Cole Taylor looking to his father, Charles Taylor, for the play call, and he'll deliver that to his offense. Angel Fabian just to his left. There's a snap. They're going to fake to Fabian. Taylor rolls to the left, and we have a whistle and stop the play. So that's a pre-snap foul. Looks like it's going to be a false start against Pflugerville as the receiver on this near side got off a little bit early. And that's going to back them up to the 8, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal from about the 8. Make it 7.
Hey, great defense so far. Great defense.
Yeah, the only issue with that there is you give Cole Taylor a little bit more room to work with in the air. The closer you get to that goal line, the shorter those routes are. And so the running back will remain Angel Fabian, number 4. He's had 1 carry for about 2 yards tonight. Cole Taylor, so far, living up to expectation, able to throw the ball and move it around different parts of the field.
It's a big 3rd down right here for Leander.
Taylor takes the snap, drops straight back. He's got some pressure. He's going to have to roll to the left.
He's trying to run.
He's going to get a couple of defenders over there. They're going to force him out of bounds. That's number 11 cleaning it up, Emmanuel Ugo.
Pack of Lions right there.
And so it's going to be 4th down and goal now for the Pflugerville Panthers, and the defense able to bow its neck in the shadow of their own goal line to force a field goal attempt here by the Pflugerville Panthers. 6:23 remaining here in the first quarter.
Now, first game out the gate, I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of funny business over here. Because, I mean, just to set the tone, I mean, Leander went down and scored and bucked up on defense right here.
Yeah, Sebastian Martinez-Ortiz, the place kicker for Pflugerville. Snap, hold is down. The kick is blocked.
Number 3.
And the Lions able to prevent the Pflugerville Panthers from getting any points. Tyree Smith able to get a hand on the football.
Man, what a play. Players make plays. It's not Friday night, but Thursday night, players are making plays, and Leander's looking great.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a way to start the season. You know, it's 4 quarters of football is a long football game, and it's going to come down to conditioning, preparation, mental toughness, really. You know, they used to always preach intestinal fortitude when I was a player.
Right.
It's just guts. That's all that means is guts. You know, you got to be a tough guy.
How far are you willing to go?
Right. Are you going to lay it on the line, or are you going to quit? And we're not seeing that here tonight. Mason Montgomery wearing the number 1 at quarterback. Right to his side is Camarion Gordon. He's got 2 receivers, does Montgomery. You know, there's the snap. Hand off to Gordon. Gordon having to find just a little crease there, and Pflugerville does a good job of stringing it out to the 12th defender of the defense, the sideline over there, and forcing Camarion Gordon out of bounds with a minimal gain of 1 yard.
The thing I like about Gordon is it takes more than one person to tackle him. He's going to shed that first tackle every time.
Well, and it better be a solid hit if you're going to take him down on that first one. You're not going to drop down and grab a leg and pull him down easily. You might get lucky and knock one ankle against another when it's off the ground, and he trips. But beyond that, when that foot's in the ground, he's too strong down there. So Montgomery takes the snap. He rolls to his right. Gordon picks up a blitzer But Montgomery's pass too high, intended for Aiden Passe. That's got to be Passe, right? Passe. I'm going to have to check that.
Asking the wrong person
with the coaching staff.
That's fancy right there.
Well, you throw an accent aigu on there, and it's French. So
that Creole.
Yeah, it could be Creole. Third down. Could also be French-Canadian. You never know. 3rd and 9. Montgomery, Kamari, and Gordon in the backfield. You have 2 receivers and an H-back on the narrow side of the formation. Montgomery has to drop back. He's got pressure. He's in the end zone. He's able to get out. Throws it complete for a first down to number 8, Malachi Ramos. And we have a late flag come down, but that's after the play, so we'll see what happens here. It should still be a first down if it's a dead ball. Foul. We'll see what they call here.
But that's that great composure we were talking about right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't freak out and just throw the ball away or get sacked in the end zone. I mean.
Yeah, he said he likes that. He likes to be moving around like that, looking downfield. It takes a special guy to be able to not pay attention to all of those bodies falling around you.
Man, I tell you what, Montgomery's definitely established his dominance here in Central Texas.
No, they were during the play.
Oh. Offense, number 60. Personal foul, face mask. Defense, number 20. Those fouls offset. We'll replay 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough exchange there for the Lions. You trade a 5-yarder for a 15-yarder, and it ends up an offset and takes away a pretty nice play from Montgomery and a first down for the Lions. So Lions in a huddle here. 5:47. There's 20 seconds on the play clock as Montgomery begins to call the play. The Lions looking to burn some clock here. We'll see if they let Montgomery loose again as he signals to the sideline something about his wristbands, but I'm not sure what that is. Gordon in motion. Montgomery fakes a little screen to him, and they get a guy over the middle, and it is a first down. That's number 2, Dominic Jaramillo, with a big catch in traffic. Like 2 yards past the line of scrimmage? That was a very short drag pattern that Jaramillo was able to pull down and break a couple of tackles for the first.
That was a great drawn-up play right there. That was perfect right there. Feels like Coach Price is playing chess right now.
Well, him and Coach Taylor are friends, so I'm pretty sure they probably spent a lot of off-season picking each other's brains and trying to figure out what the guy's going to do in that next matchup.
A little mental warfare.
Yeah. Montgomery has to pick up the ball off the turf after the snap, but he's able to break a tackle on the scramble up to the 35. That's a good gain of but they're going to mark him at the 34, so that's a gain of 7 yards. And again, Montgomery, it doesn't,
he's not fazed by anything.
You know what it reminds me of? And it's a different style of running, but you get the same perception as when Vince Young used to take off running. It looked like he was running in mud, but nobody could catch him.
Exactly.
And that's kind of what you see with Montgomery. He's a lot faster. That speed is deceptive.
I mean, he's so sure about himself right now. That composure, I'm sure that everybody's slow compared to him right now in his mind.
Well, and that's also beneficial, how you perceive time. So there's the snap. Montgomery with a fake, looking, has to scramble out, puts the ball on the ground. It's going to be recovered by Pflugerville. He just lost a handle on it, and Cameron Thornton got a gift there for the Pflugerville Panthers, and they'll take over at the line, 22-yard line. Not something that you're real happy with, but we'll see what the defense can do here. They got plenty of rest as the Lions were able to burn probably about 4 minutes off the game clock here in the first quarter. 4 minutes remaining, in case you're wondering.
I mean, it's going to happen. Just get some of those out early in the season, earlier in the game. Just take from that and learn.
So it looks like the backfield will remain the same for the Pflugerville Panthers. Angel Fabian right to the right of Cole Taylor in the shotgun. They'll bring a man in motion, and it is going to be a little shuttle pass to that man. That's number 2, Aiden Smart, and he's going to lose a couple of yards around the 29.
Man, that defense looks mean. The pursuit angles are just on point right now.
Yeah, and that's Evan Perkins, the senior linebacker, on the stop. That'll make it 2nd and 12 for Cole Taylor and his Pflugerville offense. Running back again remains Angel Fabian. The receivers here on the near side, we got Aiden Smart along with number 15, Dylan Daniels. Or check that, that's number 14, Quaylen Pinson. Far side of the formation, you got Breland Hill out there wide. Bring a man in motion, a fake to both of those guys. Taylor looks to throw and has to scramble. He's got some room out in front of him, and he's forced out of bounds shy of the first down, but he's going to get down to the 19-yard line, which is going to make it 3rd and short, 3rd and about 2 yards for the Pflugerville Panthers.
I mean, that was a good coverage right there. He had to tuck it and run it, and unfortunately got a couple yards right there, but that was great coverage by the Lions.
Out wide in the formation for the Panthers, you got Hill, Jones, and number 12, Breland Hill. And in the backfield, you have number 4, Fabian, next to Taylor. They're going to hand to Fabian, and he's going to get wrapped up, but he'll pick up the first down with a good effort. But that's Emmanuel Ugo coming up and preventing it from being a significant gain, but it's still going to be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line of Leander for the Pflugerville Panthers. The wide side of the formation is Breland Hill and Jaden Jones, and the wide receivers here on the near side, Quaylen Pinson and Aiden Smart. Taylor brings Pinson in motion. There's the snap. He drops back. Nice pressure and a sack. That's
how you do it.
That is, I'm going to quote one of my old coaches. You got to get in there like a house of fire.
That's it.
And that is exactly what Ruiz Williams did on that blitz, and he gets a sack. It's going to push Pflugerville back to the 24-yard line. 2nd down. They got to get it's a goal, 2nd and goal from the 24.
And that's the key to stopping Cole Taylor. You got to apply pressure. You can't allow him to make any kind of moves, any kind of plays.
Well, Ruiz Williams wasted no time in getting into the backfield there, and he was able to get the sack. Taylor with an empty backfield. He's got a guy in a slant. He's able to the ball's on the ground after the catch, and it looks like the Lions will have it. It looks like the reception was made by Breland Hill, and the Lion defenders able to rip that ball out. The referee's going to have a discussion here, and they're going to say it is Leander football. Both teams with one turnover here in the first quarter. The Lions get it back on another fumble because that wasn't an interception. Both teams have a fumble here.
I mean, that was quite the circus act catch right there. He bobbled it. Secured it.
Great concentration. He just couldn't get it tucked into his side there in his arm while the defenders were ripping at it, and they were able to get it out of there.
Them pack of Lions were hungry right there.
Yeah, there you go. So the Lion offense will come out in formation. Gordon will remain the running back next to Mason Montgomery. You got 3 receivers at the top of the formation, a single receiver here on the narrow side of the formation. The handoff's going to go to Gordon straight ahead, and he follows his
little rugby scrum right there.
Yeah, little blockers there in the middle, the guards and center, up to about the 14. And, that is good movement on the line of scrimmage. If there's one thing Pflugerville's known for, it's big linemen on both sides of the football. And these are D1 level size kids, and that's good push there by that offensive line. The Lions getting a little bit more size on their lines, but still a little bit smaller across the board.
They come out swinging, though.
That's all it takes. It's not the size of the dog. It's the size of the fighting the dog, right?
That's it.
They hand off to Gordon straight ahead, and he's able to slip a couple of tackles and pick up the first down over the 20 to the 22.
Hey, if you're going to tackle Gordon, you better bring some help. You're going to need every bit of it.
And they did need all of it, and that's Julian Escobedo getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Panthers.
Hey, it don't matter if another play. You just
Montgomery able to get that should be a penalty. They had 12 men on the field. They had a lineman not get off the field. The pass completed in the flat to Braxton Hernandez, and he's real close to a first down. No flag came down for number 79, Owen Robbie, and it looked like he was sprinting, but, hey, he's wearing number 79, so it was more like a walk. There it is. They did call it. I just didn't see the penalty flag. And so that'll be tacked on to the end of the run and give the Lions a first down. They'll move the football to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Leander. There's 52 seconds and counting here in the first. 7-0, Lions on top.
I love this fast-paced offense catching them off guard right here.
There's a handoff to, is that Gordon?
Yep. Number
No,
20, number 20.
That's a different one. That's Jay Coates.
Okay.
And we heard, again, you can't see it because of the corruption of the file, but Coach mentioned Jay Coates and Kamarian Gordon as 1 and 1A running backs. So we'll see both of them getting their opportunities.
Got some fresh legs out there, so let's keep that rush attack going.
Well, and that's just it. If they're going to let you run the football or you're going to run the football successfully, you're going to shorten the game, and if you can play good defense, then you got an opportunity. That's going to be the end of the quarter. So I'll take an opportunity real quick to thank our sponsors again. Those gold sponsors, RDZ Roofing, I can attest they do excellent work. There is a sign in my yard that says Leander Line Booster Sponsor right in the front. And they do good work. If you need a roof, there has been recent hail. Call RDZ Roofing. Mercy Veterinary Hospital. Anytime you're taking care of your pets, you're one of my kind of people. So look to Mercy Veterinary Hospital. The silver sponsors are Mechanical Roofing and Exteriors, 7 Brew Coffee and Raising Canes, and they got some hot chicken there. The bronze sponsors, JT Reisdorf at State Farm, Austin Telco, Sisk Rob Incorporated, and Texas State Optical. We want to thank those gold, silver, and bronze sponsors. And as we get ready to start here the second quarter.
And we had talked about during the podcast is how we stop Coach Taylor is we control the clock. And that's exactly what Coach Price is doing right now. He's not giving him no time to get on the field and make any kind of plays.
And the Lions secondary has done a pretty good job of coverage. And they've had to because besides a few blitzes, the Lions haven't had a significant amount of pressure on Cole Taylor. And you don't really want to give him a lot of free time. You want to make him a little bit nervous.
Make his decisions quicker than he was used to. Make him feel uncomfortable here in the line.
Yeah, that's the key there, comfort. You want to make him uncomfortable because if you get him in a groove, he will pick you apart. And, again, the Lions secondary playing well enough at this point to make that a difficult task for Cole Taylor. The Lions will break the huddle on the sideline to come start the second quarter. It is a second down. They need about 6 yards for a first down. Ball at the 37-yard line of Leander. Is that Gordon? I can't tell. I think it is Gordon next to Montgomery. Oh, he's got a man open on the sideline, and he's unable to bring it in. Braxton Hernandez had to go up a little bit, and they had him down the sideline. A better pass there from Mason Montgomery, and that's 6 points. And I can guarantee you Mason Montgomery wishes he had that back. Yeah, he wishes he had that back. His eyeballs got big like saucers as he saw them break. As he saw Braxton Hernandez break down that Pflugerville sideline.
I had the old George Strait special. I'd like to have that one back.
Well, I can tell you there's a lot of events and moments in my life that I'd like to have a second opportunity.
I hear you on that. And where's that time machine at?
Yeah, exactly. So we got 3 receivers here on the near side for Montgomery. He's going to hand to Gordon straight ahead on a bit of a draw. Lions hopeful to get a little bit of a hole there, but Pflugerville able to get the stop at the 39. It's about 5 yards shy or 4 yards shy of what's needed for the first down. And so the punting unit will come out. Renee Rodriguez will punt back deep for Pflugerville. We have number 16, and that is Caleb Gaston as the returner. He's going to need to go back a little bit more because Rodriguez got a leg on him. No wind. I don't see any flags. The flags that are out are not moving much. They are a little bit on this south side of the stadium, but not on the north side. So Rodriguez taking his time, gets a nice boot off.
Look at that right there. Come on.
And it's going to take a forward roll. He needed a little bit of a backspin, but, if that was the green, it went beyond it. So it does go out of the back of the end zone. And with 11 minutes remaining in the first half of the opening game of the 2025 season, the the Lions on top of Pflugerville 7-0, looking to avenge that loss from last season.
Hey, like Coach Broussard used to say, if they don't score, we win.
That's right. Hey, once you get points, if defensively, if you can just hold them scoreless, that's all you got to do.
Hey, man,
that's a lot easier said than done, but an effective and well-called and well-prepared defense can do that on a regular basis.